Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about 10 things that will ruin your sea day. Come check it out. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. If it is your first time here, thanks for coming to check us out. We talk about everything cruising, trying to give you the best information about cruising so that you can go on an amazing cruise vacation. We're just a small travel agency. Today we're going to talk about 10 things, 10 mistakes you can make that will ruin your sea day. Number one, overindulging of any kind, alcohol or food, right before your sea day. What's going to happen is a lot of time, this is usually like the first full day of the cruise. I see it all the time. People get on the ship, they're super excited for embarkation. They grab a drink right away, and then that leads to drinking all day, all night. And then their first sea day where they get to experience this amazing cruise ship, they're laid up in the room all day with their do not disturb signs on. Same thing with eating. A lot of people get on right away, you start eating, and you're trying all these different foods, and then all of a sudden you don't feel great the next day. So overindulging can ruin your sea day. Number two thing that'll ruin your sea day is not being prepared for long lines at things. So remember, there are really good times to do things and really bad times to do things. So I generally don't recommend doing the water slides on sea days. I recommend doing them on port days or embarkation day. Embarkation day is a great day to do the water slides. You jump, obviously if you're in like a warm area. So you jump on the cruise ship, and then everybody else here's what happens. You get to the ship for embarkation day, right? Everybody's nuts. So everybody's just trying to like fight their way onto the cruise ship. Then everyone's fighting their way onto the elevators. Then everyone is waiting for their rooms. For whatever reason, everybody needs to get in their rooms immediately upon entering the cruise ship. And then everyone fights their way to the buffet to begin the gorging process. So my recommendation is just bring a little day bag, head right up to the pool deck, throw on your swimsuit, and hit those water slides and things on embarkation day. You're not going to have any lines. So long lines will ruin your sea day. Next up is waiting till later in the morning to go to the pool. Why? Chair hogs. People are out there at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, throw a towel and a book on something, and then they leave for 3 hours. And then they come back. Everyone's pissed off. They're fighting about the chairs. So if you plan on getting out to the pool deck, go early. Go early and actually stay there and enjoy the pool deck. Don't just put stuff on a chair and leave for hours. I wish the cruise lines, they'll never do it, but I wish like there was little timers on every pool chair. And if you left for more than 30 or 40 minutes, you were gone. So next up, thing that'll ruin your sea day and a mistake not to make, a mistake you want to make sure you don't make is not reading the cruise planner. So back in the olden days, a few years ago, I used to bring a highlighter and get the paper cruise planner. And the night before, they put it in your room. I would go through and like just highlight things that I thought would be fun or interesting. Now, obviously you have the apps and everything else, but go through your cruise planner and see if there are great things that you want to do. And then just jot down a little note or set a little reminder in the app or on your phone about things that are going on so you don't miss out on something really fun. A lot of things are only offered once on the cruise. You don't want to miss those things. Going right along with that, another thing that'll ruin your sea day is forgetting to make a reservation. So if there's a show going on, if there's some type of activity during the day, and you need a reservation for that, make sure you make those reservations. A lot of times on sea days, you'll do the ship tour they'll have a bunch of different things. So make sure you make a reservation for something. Right along with that, not booking a spa treatment. Sea day is the perfect day to get a spa treatment. Head down to the spa, go in there. You can get a beautiful massage while you're looking out onto the ocean as you're sailing down or up or out, wherever you're going. Those are great things. Don't miss out. Book your spa. I generally recommend when you get on the ship, try to get those things squared away pretty quickly. Like if you think you're going to get a spa treatment, just go and book it and get it done. So that way you're not fighting for like a time that you don't want or a day that you don't want. Those are things I recommend to do. The next thing that'll ruin your sea day, and you have no control over this, is just loud people and loud children. So make sure you're pretty cognizant of where you're sitting, where you're setting up shop. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but if you see something that you know is going to be a problem, just try to move out of that area. Like for instance, we're going on Norwegian Joy tomorrow, Sunday, whatever day it is. So one of the things that I won't do is post up in Spice H2O if I want peace and quiet and want to read a book. There's a huge hot tub that holds like 30 people there. That's going to be crowded. People are naturally just loud in hot tubs because you can't hear as well. So there's a lot of yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering, which is great. That's not where I'm going to read a book. So just things like that to consider. Number 8 mistake people make are skipping the onboard activities. There are so many things going on during the day. Obviously, if you just go on a cruise and you want to relax, lay by the pool, have a cocktail, don't worry about it. But there are things that you may want to do and you miss out on. So don't skip some of those onboard activities. They're a ton of fun. Go check them out. Another mistake you may run into that's going to ruin your sea day is not being aware of the weather or planning for bad weather. So if you think today's going to be a little rocky or rough and you find that out, make sure you put your patch on if you have those patches. Wear sea bands. Make sure you get some kind of meclizine or some kind of seasickness medicine, ginger, apples, go to the middle of the ship, go low to the casino, all of those things. Plan ahead for bad weather. And then last but not least, mistakes people make are enjoying the fun things that go on in the casino on a sea day. There's a lot of like poker tournaments, blackjack tournaments, slot tournaments. They're usually not a lot of money. If you don't really like to gamble, but you want to have fun, doing a slot tournament is a ton of fun. It might be $20. You go down, you get to play, you get to just hit the buttons. You're not really worried about winning money. And then bingo as well. Don't miss out. Those things are so much fun on sea days. So those are some mistakes to avoid and some things you don't want to do that may ruin your sea day. Thanks so much for watching. We would love for you to subscribe to the channel. We put out a brand new video on cruising every single day. Thanks so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.